Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome back to another video. All right, let's check it out. Let's see what I got for you right now. If you like those old school, more than 50 years ago, about probably almost 75 years old model from back in the days, from the old school Italian cars, well, you're looking at the right video, and this is quite an antique nowadays. But let's give it a proper presentation. What I got for you right now, it's a 143 scale 1953 Fiat 615 Furgone. Furgone is a furgon or van altogether, commercial van. Depends on where you're from. But this is a true Italian model with representing an Italian company, Riello. It says there Servizio Assistenza, which is service assistance. Most likely it was assisting cars on the road, most likely like a mechanic on the road, or I'm not thinking it's a tow truck because I don't see no part at the end that will drag another car, but hey, maybe something that they'll attach. I don't know. Now, talking about the Fiat 615, the Fiat 615 was a model produced between 1951 till 1965. Okay. Now, I don't think I ever seen one in person, and I have seen some other Fiat little vans before, but this model specifically is called like a light truck, but it's more like a van to me. But this model, I don't think I ever seen it. Now, obviously, they look bigger than the usual small Fiats from back in the days, because this is probably the one of the bigger trucks for back in the days. Now, this right here. Let me talk about engines. Before I go to the engines, I see they made it as a van. They also made it as a pickup. The model they made them as a pickup too. You know, back in the days, they used to make most of their vans also pickups, not just Fiat, other brands, and especially in Europe. I seen like the Ford Transit. They used to make them as pickups too, back in the 60s and 70s. So I'm just giving an example. The Transit, since is a car from back in the days, also a van from back in the days. Now let's talk about. Let's see if I even have that information. Engine. Okay, engine. They only had a 1.9 transmission diesel engine. Ooh, so imagine the smell, the smoke. A classic old school van forward slash light truck diesel. Oof, get ready. Don't be in the traffic light when one of these right in front of you. Then transmission was a 4x2. I'm not understanding that. I'm guessing it's a stick shift, but it says here 4x2. All right, everyone. I'm gonna let it go around a few times, and I'll be right back. All right, everyone. Actually, when I was talking about engines before, I don't think it started as a 1.9 because I'm reading right now some of the history, which I'm going to share with you guys. So you guys will understand where the bit of a history of this car that I see. It says, at first, the model had a new petrol engine from the Fiat 1400, which it came up with also. It was a 1395 cc's, and it had a 39 horsepower at 38 RPM. It came with a 4-speed manual transmission. It says here that when it was powered by the same engine from the Ford Fiat 1400, the engine, it was okay literally for the Fiat 1400. It was a car. It was not that big. But when it came to this truck, which was a 3.1 tons uh weight in a car like this, it didn't fully sufficed. Like it was not helping the vehicle a lot. So I guess that's how they started, and then I guess afterwards they made a bigger engine. But that's how they actually started. They started with the Fiat 1.4 engine from the Fiat 1400, and they said it was too much um, big car for a small engine like that. Yeah, it looks quite big. I said 1400. That's not too helpful in these vans. But you got K cars in Japan that 656 or 58 cc's, and they're a lot smaller, but that's a very small engine too. All right, everyone. Hopefully, the little information that I was able to share with you guys was at least gave you a bit of information on this car. I barely ever knew this car until I have a diecast of it. But again, it's part of the history. It's part of the Italian trucks like bands history, and I like that. And I enjoy looking at it. It's quite it's not a bad looking classic. The front end's rounded. It's not it's quite and it looks more rugged than the other Fiat vans from back in the days. All right. Hopefully you're enjoying these videos. Don't forget to give me a nice thumbs up. I really, really appreciate. Comment below. Have you ever seen these cars? Were they reliable? Do you still see them on the road? Do you see them in a car show or a museum? Definitely, I would love to know. And let me know where you guys are from and what you guys collect and all that. And don't forget to click and subscribe and click the bell next to the subscribe button that will remind you when I'm posting more videos. All right, everyone, take care of yourselves more than ever, as I always say, and goodbye.